If you look at the middle of the picture, like where the one tower is, then next to the tower is a medical field tent. No, I'm not getting the area as well. There's the medical field tent. So the armory, medical field tent, and then there's some sort of like escape barriers around, which at least not grenades, but at least like fire cover for us. So we can make it the central area. That's probably going to be better than standing next to explosive crates. Yeah, and there's more cover to fight from. So let's make it there. Yeah. At least as like a fallback last option.
Wouldn't
Shooting
getting
his
into
pistol.
one of those towers maybe? Then we've only got one door to cover.
It depends whether or not there's a lot of mortars. If there's a lot of mortars, then I don't trust those towers.
But also, even if the tower walls are thin, then they're not going to be great.
Well, look at it from both sides, right? The enemy, we all know what the enemy are. So they're pretty much Pakistanis, right? They use a tablet for stuck next to a mortar to gauge. If that explains to you the way of where they allocate and find targets. So, I mean,
oh, you mean so in other words, they're going to take the things that stand out the most?
Well, remember, they can't see, you can't see. They know where, at least where the base is. So I mean, they still have to gauge this manually.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have one advantage. They're gonna see a lot of. Well, we probably have the same advantage, but they're gonna see a lot of muzzle flashes flashing on towers that they just gonna aim for, and that's good enough for them to single on your position. So
it all depends on who's actually manning the mortar. If it's Mohammed, then you're fucked.
Actually, Phoenix, now that you mentioned, aren't you going to the 8? And actually, I was hoping of putting you on the mortar. Just because I'm probably gonna make some mortar communication mistakes. Potentially. Yeah, Shippy.
I can try the 18 if you guys want me to.
I'd also give it a go. I don't mind.
Well, just remember, the Sherman is also needs to join.
Sherman. Okay, oh, shit.
I recommend
Okay,
Sherman
never
on the
mind.
mortar.
Yeah. Okay, no. Sherman on the warthog or Sherman on the
mortar?
Sherman on the mortar.
Yeah.
He's a mortar god.
Yeah, sorry. No, actually, I completely forgot about Sherman. Okay, never mind. Okay, Phoenix, so you can stay in the warthog. We'll get Sherman on the mortars. Buckets, it looks like you've put four mortars there. Is that correct? Two. Okay.
Yeah, so it's only 2 already deployed MK6 mortars.
Crates.
And then the crates just next to the barrier.
Okay, perfect. So we'll get Sherman on one of those.
I'm happy to team up with Sherman, since mortaring is something I'd like to learn
Do you
how
mean
to do.
to say nutrition or attrition?
Wait, what?
In the warlord. The hardest nutrition battle ever.
Well, have you ever tried to feed a 5-year-old?
That's just me gonna tell you that you're gonna be fighting until you're fucking done fighting.
User entered your channel.
Anyway, hi Rice. Okay, so we see, because we're probably gonna need someone to, although the crates are right there, so I'm not sure if he's gonna need someone to carry around ammunition. But like Phoenix, according to me, that mortars is a 2-man job, right? Manning a mortar, or not?
Yeah, do efficiently, yes.
Yeah. Okay, so Pasaya, we'll put you with Sherman.
Also helps with security.
Yeah, if shit gets too crazy and we need you guys, I'll call you both in. But I think it is better to have 2 people at mortars at least.
Can I make a friendly request from D5's position? If we have any member spare, I would love a CMT this mission.
Yeah, I would prefer CMT as well. I wrote that as well. We are currently 12.
What's CMT?
Combat medic.
Oh.
So you're in the fight, but you're first the medic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer 2 medics just in general. That's why I wrote there, if we only have 1 medic, then we'll have him stationed at close to the field, medic tent. I'm not sure which one because you've got 2 in the space. I'm not sure
Yeah.
which one is the correct one though.
So the one is a soft skin medical tent that's close to the mortar positions. You can administer medical aid there, but I mean it's a tent. The other one is a bit of a fortification. There's a slight change just so that to that image. I just modified the medical bunker a little bit to the left of the main bunker or the
Yeah, I
main
think
tower.
we'll probably put the medic close to that, or at least fire from a close position to that, just because I think the majority of the forces will be concentrated in that area. Because they're going to be running between the mortar bunkers and the front bunker to attack into the tower. And then we'll have the other, not the other half, but at least a smaller section of the guys at the mortar positions, at the bunker in the west, and maybe some in the rear tower. So, well, depending on if we have another CMT, then it's fine that we have the medics next to or fighting with the fire teams wherever they stationed. But if not, I would prefer, Buckets, that you are fighting from the central tower, close to the medical tent or whatever. So if we have a large mass casualty event or whatever, we can just bring the guys back to you. You can treat them from there, and then from there they can redeploy. That's probably going to be the best. Otherwise, there's too much running around, and if we need a medic, we're going to radio in, and then you have to run to the next side. If we have you in a central area, we can just send in the guys, even if they're walkers, to you.
Is there a specific
That's what I'm
direction of
thinking.
specific direction of attack that we expect?
South.
The south.
South, okay.
Am I reading this right? Dragon 2 doesn't have a rifleman position.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Dragon 2, right? One.
Dragon.
Oh no, yeah, he's right. Between Exile and Peps, there's no.
Okay, that's probably just a accidental delete on my side. What you could do is
CMT?
Yeah, CMT, and just let him act in and fill in with you at D1 slot.
He planned that, I'm sure he did.
No, that's actually, honestly, that's the first time, a very first. But you know, okay, I know fucking why. God damn it! I was trying to fit everybody into the tent and was moving people around. I probably accidentally deleted somebody.
Oops.
At least it
Okay,
was the
so-
rifleman.
CP, do you wanna switch with me?
Sorry, what?
Do you wanna switch with me?
No, if you want to be FTL of 1-1, then you by all means, you own it.
Just to be clear, so Shimon's going to take Dragon 4, right? That's probably where he's going to slot up. For the mortar, right?
Yeah, at the moment I think Dragon 4 is still the one managing the water.
Okay, yeah, that's what I remember as well. And then we just need 3 more players for Dragon 1, which we're probably not going to get. Although Pasaya still needs to... Oh, he just loaded in. But he's going to join German in D4. So we still need 3 people, but we're not going to get those. Okay, so Michis...
Well,
Okay,
how
so
many
we're going to
people?
have 3 people per fire team then, I think.
We're 12 on the server, right? With Sherman,
Yeah.
that's 13.
Yeah,
There's currently 11.
12. No, it's 12 in DS.
Yeah, sorry, I mean on the server, there's 11.
Oh.
So one needs to join, which is Race Me.
Rice? Yeah, he's not here. Probably Rice, yeah.
He'll probably be Grenadier for me then.
Here he comes.
And
Okay, Race
He
Me
likes
just
that.
he connected and he immediately disconnected. That's something to do with his mods.
check if your mod line is updated for the Zulu-Alpha mod line. I had some missing dependencies, Race. I don't know if you can hear this. Didn't hear you all
Yeah,
night.
Do you guys have any questions? Any other suggestions?
So, seems like the only entrances are on the side and the west side. Is that correct?
So there's
There's
three entrances. One leading towards Reaper, one at the back of the northern bunker.
Yeah.
So
Below
it's
the tower.
Yeah, below
And
the
one on the
tower.
West.
And one over the west.
Do we want to mine any of those?
I don't know if it's necessary to mine our own entrances.
I mean, it's not a
Um,
great idea if we want to get out, but
No, definitely not. But-
Well, Dragon
well,
3's
depending-
intention, I intend to occupy the northern tower, and I want to act as either overwatching the entrances or overseeing the long-term battle. So you gain
Okay,
advantage of the macro terrain.
Yeah, if we're gonna mine something, we'll mine other areas. Like you see the road coming in the east and south.
Yeah.
There's like we can put claymores there or around the corners to the west, but not our particular entrances.
Yeah.
That's a bit, that's a bit close. Yeah. Probably to me. Yes. and no, and I need to speak to Sherman as well. So it's to you, to Sherman, and to the fire teams.
Don't
Okay.
forget, tonight's call sign for Reaper is not Reaper, it's Santa.
Yeah.
Okay, Santa.
Santa's about to bring the presents.
Yeah, Santa's the only thing I can save us technically, really, because he's got night vision and superior firepower.
Well, and
Yeah.
with the new autopilot system, they can more easily use the thermals on the thing and basically act as a UAV.
Yeah, you see, that thing is a
Hey,
death trap.
fantastic.
That being said, the flare IR rounds for the Grenadiers, won't that blind Santa?
There's no flare IR rounds.
Yeah, we don't
And
have
for-
vision, do.
What?
But what I wanted to say is be careful when just be careful for the flares, Phoenix. If we pop flares with a mortar, just don't fly into them. I'm not sure what happens to a plane if it flies into a mortar round.
Okay.
Not sure how high you're gonna fly, but I'm guessing that those mortars shoot quite high. So
Well, I usually fly pretty high anyway. I think I fly higher than anyone else.
okay.
I hope Bucky's forgot to leave one toy behind for D3, so I might be able to assist with spotting with the Javelin thermal.
Yes. There's always. Okay, so I'm not the most fucking evil person for our Christmas mission. Only the second. You know the Grinch? He is still a good guy. He likes Christmas. He doesn't like evil.
Guys, if you survive this mission, then Bucky's did not do a good job. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but anyway, on to that point. I want every team to take as much AT as they possibly can, even if you don't have eyes on or night vision sights, because we might just use them to shoot close by infantry, even if they're just 84. If they get 200 meters out from our position and it's a large group, no grazing fire option available, whatever, we're just gonna shoot AT, dump the tube, and then carry on shooting. It's just the easy way to get a lot of explosives onto them. That's the one.
I mean, if there's more, we could do airburst.
Actually, that's a great idea. We can use, yeah. It just depends because Morse is heavy to carry. Where, if the resupply crate has a lot of 84, each person can take an 84 himself.
Yeah,
I'm
good
not sure
point.
if that's allowed, but we can do that. Where the Morse, like we have to carry the ammunition. But like let's do that. The AT guy or the rifleman, he takes a Morse with the amount of ammunition that he can carry. Everyone needs to stack up to the max. When it comes to weight, I don't think we're gonna run around outside of the base, but just like don't sprint around inside the base because then you're gonna kill yourself. But then we'll have the resupply guys or someone who runs for resupply take 84 as well and bring that up to wherever the fire team is, so that you have the Morse rounds and the 84 rounds, so we have maximum amount of force magnifiers.
Yeah, good idea.
Dragon 3 will also be occupying Moors from the northern tower.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Question from earlier. Chem lights that you want us to pop out. Where do you want us to pop them out? On the outside of the base?
Just
Would
in
be
the
helpful.
armory first. Just
Armory,
the
yeah.
armory first. And then once everyone's kitted up and everyone moves to their positions, once you are in your position, then we can decide. But just don't make yourselves put the chem lights in an area where you can, like let's say for example on those top bunkers, if you put it on the northern side of those small houses in the front, and you can get some light around so you can just see where you're running, that would be ideal. Let's not have like lights everywhere where we illuminate ourselves to the enemy.
Exactly, yeah.
That's what I don't want.
Yeah.
So
That
just
putting
use
lights
just
between
use your
us and the enemy.
discretion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like we can use the high chem lights, like the very extreme visible ones in the armory, so everyone can see. But once you go on top of the towers, like use the lower green or blue ones, or even the red ones, something that like has a lot of soft light, so you don't over blind yourself on the tower.
Can I give you a suggestion, Africa?
Yeah.
And I'm probably pretty much going to do this from a mission maker. Remember, you have the equipment crate. For the year of 2019 and 2018, we never ever, or hardly ever, maybe one or two, used hand flares. Do we still have them?
Yeah, there's iron flares in one of the equipment grades. Yeah.
You can use that as well.
The Warnock
Yeah, but
did say that there will also be flare 2 or 3 rounds available.
Yeah, no, I know but we'll shoot those out. But like, what is the hand flares just for lighting? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So it's like a
Yeah.
grenade that you throw, but it fucking brights up like Christmas.
Yes. Yeah, we can go to map screen. No, they do. I'm just scared that we can.
I'm still missing a CMT though.
Yeah, Race
Yeah,
is
well-
struggling to come in.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Race.
Hey, Rice.
Do you use the Armor
Hi,
3?
Race.
Do you use the Armor 3 launcher with the main? Is it a main modline mod?
Yes.
What errors do you get?
Originally gave me error because the Mighty GAU8 Avenger wasn't subscribed, but I loaded in now. But it's still showing a red chain, but it doesn't say why.
Your mod line's missing dependencies. You need to expand that mod line and fix dependencies.
I did.
Still doing it? Shit.
Hold on, let me check something. You can go to the map screen so long anyway. You know which.
Okay, Racer, you're gonna be CMT.
Okay.
Okay. Well, you're CMT, but you're actually slotting in with 1.
Africa to be the bearer
Okay.
of bad news, but Sherman
Give me-
seems not here, and he's not online. So maybe load shedding or some other factor, but I don't know if we should expect him.
Someone just sent a message on PS now. Who's that?
It's
getting
Pig. Glorified. He's got load shedding.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I don't. Is there anyone else who can actually operate mortar? Because I'm not capable of operating mortars.
Again, you need what for the mortar? Just illumination.
No, if it comes down to illumination, we can get away with the 203s for illumination. Although the mortars would be superior, but the mortars would be used for explosives as well. Okay, well we'll just use the Warthog for in a higher just more. We'll just use the Warthog more instead of just the mortar.
Yeah, the mortar's important. Maybe just nominate some.
Oh fuck. Guys, my game crashed. So if the game mission launched, just
Good. Stand still.
nah. Loading back in.
Yeah, I think it'll still be on map screen by the time you get back in.
Yeah, it should be. It happened last time as well to me. Yeah, I'm still on map screen.
Well, Africa,
goes.
if you like, I can try the mortars, but I'm an AR, so someone needs to take that role.
Yeah, I can probably take it.
I mean,
Do we have enough
Oh,
grenadiers?
I can't because I'm not in the fucking slot now. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, so actually, sorry, the last question was a good question. I need people to prioritize ARs, riflemen, and grenadiers. So if you fire team lead, just take a grenadier role if you are, instead of just your normal load, because we need the firepower. The riflemen take the rifleman role with Moors, and then the AR takes, well, he's obviously his
Yeah,
AR, and then
You
we'll
take lots
take
of
someone.
cans.
Exactly, take as much cans as possible, and then the fire team leader also fill yourself up with the 2 of 3 rounds, including flares, please. And then we can take each, well, depending on how much 84s inside the crate, everyone just takes 84, or each team takes 84 as well, including the Moors.
Sorry, question. Must it be CMT now or Grenadier?
You can be CMT,
Yeah.
and then I will take the grenadier role, and that should be 2 grenadiers then on the field. I believe you can only have 2 per fire team anyway.
Yeah. Right, you can only have 1 per fire team. There's only 2 grenadier weapons.
Shouldn't we
They're
take one of the riflemen and get into the mortar? Because really, that mortar is an expansion of our firepower.
But the guy is able to use it.
No, it's not hard to use it.
I mean,
I've-
it's so
I've
easy.
never used
There's
it.
so much enemy. You just get into the mortar, you put in a IHE round, and you click.
No telecomputer, I'm just saying.
I'll be back in a second.
I've never used it, but I've watched a shitload of videos on it.
If
Oh,
the
There's the guy before he lands it
what
on
do
the head.
if my rifleman in 1-1 takes the AR, I'll do the mortar for you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll just kit up as a rifleman, and he kits up as the AR. I think it was Sign. It was you, eh?
Yeah, I was rifleman.
Can you take AR? You okay with AR? Sign, you there?
Cricket.
Oh, we can't hear you, eh?
Hope it's not load shed.
No.
Yeah.
Sign, you there?
The sheep is lost.
User in your channel timed out.
He's got 20. He's got a nice ping and bandwidth. We lost Shippy.
Didn't someone just say they went to AFK?
Probably.
Hello?
Yeah.
There you
you're
go.
back.
Sorry, my mic was muted and it didn't want to unmute.
Okay, are you okay to take AR?
Yes, I am. Do you want me
Okay.
to load to quit and reload in
No.
and take
No.
AR?
Don't worry about that. I'll take your kit. You take my kit. Just take lots of cans, eh? Because you're gonna open up.
Okay, just point me in the right direction. It's the first time I actually do a mission with you guys.
No, of course.
Well, not first time.
Don't
I
worry.
think I did last time.
If you see some shit flying towards you, you fire shit back at them.
If it's outside of the line of walls, you shoot it.
Okay, cool.
Remember, guys, there's nothing like civilians here, right? So all the civilians have departed. They basically done. They have.
User entered your channel.
They said no, I'm done with it, and they fucked off.
And
For
also
good
keep your
reason.
heads down. If you don't see them, you don't need to keep your head out. Keep looking.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Sheepy, you schmuck in the Mark 48.
Phoenix.
Yeah, sure.
Just
Cool.
one thing. I was not 100. I'm about 90% sure about the 18 that I placed. So if you do have a look and it's not the right one, just let me know and I'll fix it for you.
Yeah, the only thing I'm sure it'll be fine. The only thing I actually was going to ask, but I think there's no point asking now, is what kind of loadouts it has. For example, like Mavericks wouldn't be useful.
I believe it's got guided GBUs. I think it's more predominantly when I just cycle through, predominantly air to ground sort of. So I think it's got 2 AAs. If that answers your question more accurately.
I like the way you said guided GBUs.
Do you want some slams out there?
Yeah, for the vehicles.
For the vehicles,
What do
yeah.
you think?
I'll
But the
put-
vehicles,
on the road.
I don't think the vehicles are gonna use roads. I think they're gonna like literally just drive straight lines towards the north,
Oh, good point.
or just like bolt towards us.
Jesus,
I think-
who's gonna? Sorry, Africa. You said mine climb or right to the end, eh?
Yeah, I'm not sure how far the base is. I just followed that line there.
That is the size of the base.
Okay, then we can do this. Wait.
Yeah, move it closer.
But
Yes,
you know that any big element is really hard to defend against. Like, this is virtually mission impossible.
Well, no, it's not Mission Impossible. People think out of the box and can survive the first hour and a half, then you're okay.
The first hour and a half. That's the whole hour and a half.
Yeah, well, not everyone is McVie Sog.
Hey, Buckies.
Yeah.
Okay. I will do the mines. I think. Yeah, I think I will do the mines while everyone sets up and digs in where they'll be stationed. Because I think I'll be the only person who's not heavy loaded down with ammunition at the beginning, so I'll be able to take 2 claymores or 3 claymores, quickly place those, and then get back. But that also all depends on the situation. If we get in there and we hear gunshots, there's not going to be any mine or claymore mining. We're just going to kit up and fucking get ready.
Just one thing quickly. The Arsenal crate, if anybody's kit is bugged out, I'm going to mention up front because that's where I'll be stationed. In the medical tent, not the tent, the actual bunker, left of the tower. The Arsenal crate is in there, and I'll be inside there for the first 10 minutes. I do need to do some sausage making.
Okay. Okay, cool. Well, I don't have anything else. Any other questions, guys?
I guess not.
We're going to decide when we're in where we're going to place the ARs.
Yeah, we're gonna have one fire team shooting from here, and then D3 is gonna be in the back. Yeah, they're gonna have a wider view, but they're also checking the rear. So I'm not gonna draw too much on this map. I think it's pretty. Everyone knows the attack's coming from the south, so we'll just focus the attention on there. D3 will watch our rears. So yeah, I think let's just get in there, get up, and then assess the situation, because we can plant all the blue outside, but once we know what's going on, it's gonna be more important.
Okay. Also, I don't know if this will be more to people or not, but I think then I'll just stick to Fire's channel with mortars, right?
Okay, that is channel?
I'm not sure. It's just Fires. Cycle through until it says Fires.
Okay, fires.
I think it's channel 7.
Okay. Well, it is. I'm taking Zero's role as a rifleman. It's real rifleman, right?
No, I was AR. No, remember, Sign's going to
Sign, yeah.
AR.
Sign's going to take it.
Okay. Okay. Cool. No, okay. So but we have Zero on the mortars, Phoenix.
All right.
Okay, I'll be on that channel, isn't it?
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go.
Any questions? Can I go?
No.
Wow.
Yes.
This is the definition of pitch fucking black.
Okay, so guys, this is bat training tonight. We're all learning how to be bats. Use your sonar.
Yes, yes.
Peps, just move out the tent there quickly.
Give him.
Just go behind you, just move out quickly.
Tent's gone. Where the hell is my...
Here's the chem light. I got it.
Just pick it up, put it inside. Where the crates?
Yeah, where are the crates?
Ah, here we go.
Oh,
I can
thank God.
see.
No, crates are outside, guys.
Yeah.
Let's
Alright,
take the
follow me.
chem light out, yeah.
Oh, it's lights out here.
Did you find the crate yet?
This side.
Here's some crates over here.
Hold on. I've got an
Bless you.
Thank you.
Over here, boys.
Where
I
the
see
crates?
chem lights.
Yeah, where the chem lights are. Red.
Hello. Over here. Crates here.
Oh, yes.
Which crate is mine? Or where do I get that? Where can I get that AR?
Here's Dragon 1. Okay.
Cool. Dragon 1 this side.
This is D4.
Oh, shit. Bucky's here.
Sorry, Phoenix. Yes, your crate is actually inside the hangar. I forgot
Oh,
to tell you.
okay.
The MK46 is the AR weapon, right?
Bucky, is you copy? Raise me.
Yes, I hear you.
Is the NVGs in a different crate? Dragonfly don't have NVGs.
Nobody's got NVGs.
Roger.
Bucky's, can you just rotate the A10 a little bit because I don't think I'll be able to make it out.
Com check 152. Dragon 3 Ridge 55.
Okay, radio check, Reaper, over.
This is mortar reading, over.
Get down.
Africa mortar, over.
This is CMT medic. Where do you need me? Guys in the tower, be careful. You are vulnerable up there. I'll copy.
Good copy, Dragon. 5 out.
This is radio check for Dragon Actual. Note I see lots of foot mobiles south east of the hangar out. Hangar.
Repeat, enemy in base, water pit.
Dragon 1, do any of you guys have IR lasers, over?
We have, but we can't see where you're pointing at really.
Roger, but I will be able to. So if you turn your lasers on, let you know if it's on, and then I can shoot at what you're pointing at with the laser, over.
Dragon, how you copy?
One actual, this is Dragon 3. Message over.
Okay, engaging what looks like a vehicle driving towards you.
Man down. Enemy is walking through the walls, over. Okay, so that's me.
Then.
Got enemy glitching for walls, over.
Yeah, I know.
Kill them before they get this is actual, over.
Oh, this is Reaper, send, over.
Do you have eyes on Exiler's lays, over?
So is this the laser designator, over?
Negative, hold on.
Okay, to be clear, Africa, I can do with a laser pointer. That'll be fine as well for my guns. It'll actually be easier for guns, over.
Reaper, now we have actual laser on, over.
Specify, what do you mean by actual laser, over?
We have using a laser designated laser, over.
Roger, I'm gonna be inbound in about a couple of seconds, and I can let you know. Out.
Okay, copy that, out.
Send over.
Okay, I have several laser pointers, including I have several laser pointers, including one at base. Over.
Okay, Roger. Mortar in place.
Reaper, sorry, just repeat last.
Drago 1, you copy.
I see a laser pointer in base, marking the hangar. Over. Sorry, laser designator.
Copy that. We are marking a truck right outside the base. Over.
Roger, I'm gonna go around again and try and spot it.
Just to confirm, Reaper, we are marking a fire position that's firing us, and we suspect the truck out.
Okay, inbound. Okay, laser on. Let me know if I'm firing on the approximate correct location. Over.
Copy that, I will. Out. That's a good shot, over.
Okay, this laser point is going all over the place. I can't track it.
Excellent shot, thank you. Reaper, we have a new laser up, over.
Roger, I'm just gonna go around again. I gotta use some GBUs because these guns are gonna go out fast. Also, like I was saying, with when I'm using guns, it might actually be easier to use a laser pointer because I see, for some reason, I see 3 desert laser marks. In my last run, I saw 3 laser center marks, which is a bit confusing. Over.
Okay, copy that. I will just ready get the message across that no one else should be using laser at the moment, over.
Africa 0.
Okay, I'm IP inbound.
Alright, I'm just pumping illumination up. If you want to give me more or less a target, I can do some HE.
Zero, copy that. Keep the Lumos rounds up. Without them, we are completely blind. I'll see if I can spot anything for you, and then we can zero in your HE rounds. Over.
Okay, Roger.
Okay, I took my liberty of firing what could be firing back at you, but I couldn't really see it.
Okay, Reaper, this is actual, over.
Send message.
Exiler is lasing a current MG position, firing heavily onto base, over.
Roger, I'm inbound. I'm IP inbound.
Roger.
Africa.
4, this is actual, over. Reaper, that is a good shot. Vehicle has been disabled. Okay, vehicle has been destroyed. Over.
Roger.
Dragon 4, this is actual, over. Dragon 4, this is actual, over. Zero, this is Africa, over.
Send over.
Let's see if we can get some mortar rounds onto the edge of the tree line. So I think what we should do is we should start with just one round towards grid 115, 139, and just see on the tree line, see if we can actually disable some vehicles that might be approaching to our position, over.
Okay, stand by.
Okay, I'm IP inbound, basically doing a type 3 in the area.
Okay, copy that, Reaper. We have laser on a new target for you, over.
Africa 0.
0, send message, over.
Alright, just give me a bearing. I've got bearing due south, is that correct, over?
Due south, any longitudinal latitude is fine, but at least in grid 139, on the line of 139, that's approximately 1 kilometer south, exactly 1 kilometer south of our current position, over.
Okay, roger, firing in 3, what's the border shot, over?
And I'll let you know where it lands, over.
Okay, firing in 3, 2, 1, firing.
Alright, I had a bit of a problem. I locked onto a laser that was in the middle of the base, so I think someone's probably lasering you guys.
Okay, Zero, has yours landed, over?
Yeah, I heard it coming down.
Okay, that is, it's approximately 200 meters to our south. You need to increase the distance by at least 500 meters, over.
Okay, roger. Firing second round.
Okay, I'm going in again. Okay, only laser I can lock on is the one inside the base.
Copy that. Reaper, we've got laser backup. Zero, also I was unable to see where that mortar round landed, over.
Roger, I'm just loading illumination.
Your round is still very, very short, unless there's an enemy round coming in, over.
No, it wasn't my round. I'm part of the elimination.
Okay, copy.
Okay, I'm IP inbound now. Have lays. Okay, pickle.
Guys, listen. Reaper, this is actual, over.
Send message over.
Can you do recon while in flight, over?
Yes, I can over.
Okay, we're currently being engaged by a mortar, but we have no idea from where he is located. We're suspecting he's inside the tree line to the south, over.
Roger, I'll have a look out.
Perhaps in the town of Malari as well. Just check that out, over. Zero. Coming over.
Send.
Can you do a fire mission to grid 118, 136, over?
Stand by. If you just repeat that, 113?
No, negative. Grid 118, 136, over.
Yeah, roger.
Okay, Malari has a vehicle. Malari has a vehicle in it, but I don't think it's a mortar team. It's just a vehicle, one man running around there.
Okay, copy that. Reaper, we have just been engaged by some sort of heavy artillery, perhaps. Just make sure that the vehicle inside Mori is not a civilian vehicle, over.
Roger, I do see another vehicle. I'm just going to ID just south of that.
Okay, anything that has a turret up, you are free to engage as you like. I'll let you know once we need a laser up. Africa. You on 152, over. Never mind, you on a 152, over. Dragon 5 requesting Citra medically, okay. Does everyone have buddies? Reaper, this is actual. Coming over.
Send message over.
We have laser on the suspected vehicle that's engaging our tower, over.
Roger, IP inbound.
Roger.
Roger, is it far to like the west, over?
Affirmative, Reaper. It's not far to the west, but it is off to the west from our position, over.
Roger, have laser.
Reaper, we suspect it's an MBT, so we need to
Someone check on the mortar guy, over.
Pickle.
Africa 0.
Yeah, this is Africa, send message, over.
Right, fire mission complete, not sure of effect.
Copy that. I'll see how much. I'll see what we can. I'll see what I can see, over. Oh, you guys survive. I saw there's a landmine. There's a mortar round exploded right in front of you. You guys are up.
Reaper, permission to engage some of the infantry guys we're shooting at, over?
Yeah, you get to engage. It's a technical. Stunning shot. Out. Reaper, this is actual. Do you still have GPUs left, over?
I have one, over.
Yeah, we might need to use this one on the laser target, over.
Roger, stand by and it's going around. Okay, IP inbound.
Roger.
Have lays southwest of airbase.
Affirmative, southwest of airbase. Out.
Pickle. Did I hit anything, over?
Actual 1-2. Send. Negative.
Reapers.
It was not my
that
laser that
was
he hit.
not a good hit. You hit
Over.
someone else's laser, over.
Roger. If we use the laser pointers now, it'll be quicker for me to engage targets, over.
Okay, copy that. I'll relay that over to Exciler. Out.
1 actual. Oh, sorry, 1 actual versus 1 2. I believe the lasers that Reaper was seeing was the javelins. That's probably why. Out.
Okay, I'm just doing type 3s against enemy infantry or enemy tracers.
Copy that, Reaper. You clear to engage as you wish. Over.
Look under me now. There should be looks like some heavy weapon under me.
Yeah, we're good.
General, ready to check?
But this is actual. Come in.
Was that message from me? Over.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to check up. What is your situation?
I'm just observing, looking for targets, and trying to remember how to use the lock the camera flare onto a target so I can actually use the targets things.
Copy that. We have first light in 5 to 10 minutes. From there on, we're gonna stop popping Lumos rounds. I'm not sure if we can rearm you for your GPUs, if that's possible.
Apparently, I still have 1 GBU, so I could still use that one.
Okay, I'll just quickly talk to someone to ask whether or not it's possible to resupply. actual coming up.
Send message over.
Okay, we have resupply available. The truck is on the runway if it's needed. Over.
Roger.
Also, if we need to illuminate the runway for you, I can ask the guys to pop 2 or 3 flare rounds so you can have better visibility. Over.
Roger. I'm doing type 3 on enemy vehicle.
Dragon free.
Roger that. Let me know if you need anything.
Are you guys still okay in the tower?
Do a BDA on my target.
Still okay in this tower, over.
It's becoming daylight.
So the vehicle that you engaged is disabled,
Sherman
but
with
is
me, over.
it's not been destroyed. Out. Reaper, this is actual, over.
Send over.
We have a laser up of a immediate on high risk target, over.
Was that the one? Over.
Excellent shots, over.
Did I fly over a bunch of infantry? Over.
Yes, you did. Eliminating nicely for us. There's a whole platoon moving in from exactly where you just flew over. We are waiting for them to come closer so we can assault them. We'll keep you on standby. Out.
Got a vehicle lights for 140, 150.
I have eyes on the vehicle lights.
Okay, please engage, over.
Roger. I'm inbound. think I wrecked the village.
Sorry, repeat last over.
I think I wrecked the village.
Yeah, well, to what it sounded like us from here, it sounded like you're trying to burn out your own weapon, over.
It was a fuel truck racing towards you, so it was a bit tricky to catch.
Copy that.
Okay, doing type 3s on your enemy infantry.
No, our infantry that we sighted is under control. They are weak.
Okay, Roger. I'll have about 200 rounds, so about 4-5 gun runs available at most of it.
Copy that. Well, we do have the resupply available if you run dry. Oh. Okay, Reaper, we're lasing one area for you if you want to do a gun run over.
Roger, inbound in a second. Okay, inbound now. Okay, I have lace. Was that the right one over?
Affirmative, that's a perfect.
Okay, I have one more gun salvo, then I have Mavericks, which I have to figure out how to use, and then one GBU.
Copy that. Phoenix, what we need to do is we need you to do recon first. We need to find that mortar position. It's the bombardment's getting a little out of control, over.
Roger, I'm gonna focus on that now, out.
Copy, thank you.
There was enemy direct fire on base. I need to trip. Possible more mortars inbound. CMT to medic. Yeah. After barrage needs stitching. Stay down. CMT to medic require assistance. Back tower at the moment.
Roger, move him to one of the mortar bunkers.
Roger.
We possible got mass casualty on our first bunker as well. Go check quickly. Confirm 3 times friendly down, 3 times friendly down on top of bunker.
Yes, Reaper, I engaged a suspicious vehicle that was being parked the entire mission past the tree line to the south. Let me know if the mortar fires died down, over.
Bucky's Dragon 5, are you moving casualties down?
We have 3 times KI. I'm busy treating one guy. Tier 1.
Arrest me to Bucky's, bringing down Sherman.
Okay, roger that.
Anyone on this net?
Stabilized, Stitch, need advice.
Dragon 1, this is Reaper. Do you guys have less enemy mortar fire now, over?
Actually, we do have less.
This is 1-2 requesting gun run on Blaze. Out.
I just engaged one vehicle identified at the start of the mission that was suspiciously parked with some dismounts way south of the tree line. They were saying the entire mission, so I just engaged in with my last rounds of guns. So this was about 10 minutes ago, or maybe 8 minutes ago. Over.
Copy that. I was KI for a while because mortar fire took me out.
One actual versus
Doing type
1-2.
3s out.
One actual 1-2. One actual versus 1-2.
Reaper, this is actual.
Send message over.
We have a laser on 3 technicals, over.
Roger, going around. IP inbound.
Roger.
Okay, I have laser. Okay, pickle.
Okay, Reaper, this is actual. Never mind, the javelin took out the vehicles out.
Roger, well my bomb landed there anyway. Out. Did I fly over U-23?
No, but if there's a ZU-23, you are clear to engage, over.
Roger, out. Yeah, I only have Mavericks left. I'm having difficulty engaging the Z-23 of Magnet. I gotta go around one more time. Out.
Hey, copy that, Reaper. If we need to, we can come resupply. I think it's relaxed enough and you can see the runway. Out.
Guys, remember, it's daylight. They can see you now much better.
That's a good hit. Reaper, good hit. Out.
Roger, I'm just gonna engage all heat signatures with my Maverick. Might be hitting the burning wrecks anyway, just to empty that loadout and then get an RTB out.
Roger.
Having difficulty getting a heat lock onto the Z23 as its engine is off. Let's go try one more time out.
Copy, actual. Is that the ZU-23 that's engaging you at the moment, over?
Correct.
We copy that, out.
Yeah, we'll not be able to get a lock on this, and I can't figure out how to laze targets properly. I forgot how to laze targets properly myself. I'm gonna have one HE rocket. I'm just gonna try that.
Copy that. We are engaging into the Morse, Reaper, out. Okay, vehicle has been destroyed, Reaper. Vehicle has been destroyed.
Roger. Okay, I don't have any other targets, so I'm gonna RTB now.
Copy that.
Where in the base are the trucks for resupply? Over.
The trucks are located at the C-130, over.
Roger. Out. Okay, I'm coming in for land, so clear the runway. Out.
Reaper, from which side are you entering, over?
West. Over.
Copy. No gear. Phoenix, you have no gear.
Are you sure?
No, it's down, it's down, it's down.
Roger. Going around again. I think the gear models only load in when I get closer.
Yeah, we suspect the same thing. Hold, landing, hold, landing.
Roger. I'm not in approach. Okay, am I clear to land?
Okay, you are clear to land, although there might be exploding vehicle on the... Yeah, there's... Okay, everyone hold fire, hold fire, hold fire. You are clear to land, Phoenix.
Okay, on final approach, out.
Find a technical in the middle of the runway.
Actual, are you on net over?
This is Dragon 3-2, where's D5, over?
Send.
What's your position?
7 tower, Northern tower, sorry, coming to your way. I see you jumping.
Roger.
Reaper, we're gonna rearm you, but it might not be necessary to send you up again. Suspecting mission might be at a close, over.
Roger, I also have to refuel and all that, so it might take a short while.
1-2,
My mission is done,
get
so
down
just
below,
park
done
the
for
plane. We'll
debrief.
probably take a photo at the A10 and the Hercules, over.
Where should I park it over?
Yeah, right there, just facing towards us would be ideal. Out. We'll have Bucky's move into position. Out.
Why can't you guys look after my fucking tower? My tent.
Yeah.
And look at this shit.
Thank you. Why can't you look after your tent? Because this place got flattened by water round. You're supposed
Thank
to
you.
look after your own tent.
Did you guys by any chance see my bunker that I made?
Yep, looks good, eh?
No, especially for me, Tom, because there was a bit of sausage making that I had to do.
Yeah. But your tent was down when you actually entered it.
Yeah, it was flattened when we spawned.
No, I'm not talking about my tent. I'm talking about my barracks, my bunker.
Ah, your bunker was good.
It was awesome.
Bunker was good.
Because I knew it was coming. That's why I made it.
Look at Phoenix doing the walk, the hero's walk.
Victory walk.
He's like,
You know
got
why?
like a swagger.
Yeah, you know why? His guns so big. It's
Check
look at all
that,
the
check
things I
that.
killed.
Yeah.
TP, Moochies, please.
Who's Moochies?
He's stuck somewhere.
Yeah,
I can't do it.
he
Bucky's
was,
do that.
Moochies,
he
hold
was.
Good job,
Okay, guys,
Reaper.
just line up between the AC
Or
Cobra
Santa.
and the right of the Cobra. The right of the
Warthog, Warthog.
AC-10. Yeah, I keep on saying Cobra for some reason. Yeah, just to the right of the Warthog. Well, my right, your left.
Moochies?
Thank you.
Can you move now?
Kinda, maybe, yeah.
Okay, you need to move just 20 meters forward, that's all. Okay. Yeah, just
How
form
much
up.
off if you died?
Hey?
Wow.
Yo.
Chef
There is
Moochie's,
sinking going on.
you're actually running backwards.
Wow. Yeah, and I was sniping people.
You're right there, boy. You're right there.
Okay,
Keep
Rice,
coming.
you need to come into the right.
Calm down. Just
Okay,
give
just
me a
crawl.
break.
Just lay down and
Give me
turn
a
around.
break.
Can we
Stop,
carry you?
turn around,
Moochie, we
crouch.
can carry you.
Yeah, I'm turning
Stop.
around. Just calm the
Crouch.
fuck down. Jesus Christ.
There we
Okay,
go.
brute force,
That's
you
up.
need to crouch. Messiah, crouch. Peps, you can move left. Right.
Okay, guys, just line up
Stand there
around.
where
Sherman,
Sheepy
just
is.
move back a bit.
Wait, I'm in the back.
Stand
Okay.
next to Sheepy.
Nice, neat line, guys. Come on.
There we go. Okay, Moochies, you need to look up again.
Hold on, let me take off my helmet.
Oh yeah, helmet's off
Oh,
if
yeah.
you died.
Yeah.
Put in your backpack or something. Okay, everyone ready?
Ready.
Get some
2020.
enemy photographs. Wait.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, stop talking. Shh. And one back. The whole
Lean back.
picture. And boom, that's it, done.
Sounds like
Hey.
Moochie's is smoking up a white Christmas, judging by the coughing.
Vitamin green tree of knowledge.
Ho ho ho.
Channel switched. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
I don't think I ever heard Africa laugh that hard.
Vitamin green
When
tree
the
of
guy was
knowledge.
flying 20.
That's why I always doubted Phoenix. He doesn't fly
User
as high
joined your
as what
channel.
Moochie does.
Yeah, that best
Oh.
part is that taking on the runway. Yes, we let it up.
Okay, so let's start the debrief so we can get onto the fun stuff. So we'll start off by 1-1. Just tell us what happened.
Well, it was kind of pretty laggy, but I decided to go to the east tower to be able to get a better vantage point and angle on the enemy. We kind of was able to do that for a while. In the darkness, we were able to compensate, and the rounds actually helped. The illumination rounds. God up, I'm fucking. We did that, and then we got engaged.
Hello?
So we went down and we resupplied, we regrouped, and then we went back up there. And then it was daylight by that time, and then we kept engaging targets while lasing targets for Santa Claus.
Okay, 1, 2.
Yeah, crash.
Okay, 1, 2, just go on.
Okay, well, as soon as one two got geared up and the shots were firing, we decided to take up a position at the southwestern tower, I believe it is, and we just tried to use the laser designator for Santa, aka Reaper, and as well as illuminating the area and just defend it as best we could. We took 2 casualties with mortar fire near the end where there was daylight because the enemy got more pinpoint accuracy on our tower, but other than that, yeah, I believe Race Me survived. And yeah, that's basically it. Mission successful after defending the base.
Dragon 3?
We occupied the northern tower. We compensated for the darkness using starburst flares, I believe, and then we systematically suppressed enemies with the Mark 48. We also used the javelin to engage the crucible weapons mounted in the tree lines that were firing upon Santa. Once we took those out, we merely suppressed and engaged targets of opportunity as they presented themselves.
Okay,
That's
Dragon
it.
4. That's you, Zero.
Sorry about that. Yeah, there was very difficult to get fall of shot without spotter, but I used up the illumination rounds, just 16, used that up quite quickly, and then I just used up the HE and just sort of put it in the southern direction, hoping to hit something.
Okay, okay. So what went right for 1-1?
Basically, we had the angle on the enemy. We had advantage on them. We could see even when it was still dark. We had good target identification. We could find them quickly. We could fix them really good and finish them, follow through and move on to the next target. Although the mortar fire was kind of a setback for us, but I believe that was our advantage, our resilience to be able to just stick it out and go back up there, because that was the best way to engage targets at range and to prevent them from even getting close, because that would have been a disaster.
And then what went right for 1-2?
What went right for 1-2 was the flaring, illumination, as well as pinpoint accuracy on targets. I believe Reaper got all of the targets that we were lasing, and that's about it.
And what went right for D3?
Definitely I guess our suppression and us not getting hit. So we're taking cover when we needed to and just playing the game route. Not presenting ourselves when fire was coming in and whatever.
Yeah, and then for Dragon 4?
Probably not as far as the mortars go, but I got a Morse in my hands and took out a target at 1200 meters, pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was really cool. That was the Phoenix. That was the last one when you were trying to engage, but you couldn't engage, and then Zero took it out. But actually, what also went right for you, Zero, is the constant illumination rounds. Although it for you it felt like just repetitive stuff, but without it we were completely useless.
Yeah.
So that went right as well.
No, you're right.
Okay, so what went wrong in D1?
Okay, what went wrong specifically was my soft crashes. It prevented me to be able to have effective communication with my team. Even if I tried to maneuver to coordinate with them, it was a bit hard. But everything was going fine until when the mortars hit. That time I was actually in the middle of a soft crash, so I couldn't move out of the way fast enough, and I got hit as well. Basically, that was it.
What went wrong for 1-2 was the I would guess the mortar that struck us, as well as the flaring, the star flares. I guess they're meant to only illuminate for about 5 seconds but I think it's also a glitch, because the star flare was actually illuminated for 20 seconds after, and you get almost no illumination for the time that the lights are on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Then of course, without the illumination, we could hardly see the enemy most of the time, so we couldn't suppress them. And yeah, a communication. Sometimes I lost comms and couldn't hear anyone, but that was it.
And then what went bad in D3? What went wrong?
I can't think of anything per se. I mean, Sheepy, do you have anything that you can feel went wrong?
No, it was good.
Okay, and then for Zero?
Just a spotting. I mean, that's the only thing. Otherwise, that all went well.
Okay, yeah, I agree. The spotting thing was difficult. I was trying to do it for you as well. I mean, you probably heard me, but I mean, I only gave it like half the attention that what a normal spotter would have given you.
No, that's fine. No, you had other things to do.
Yeah. Okay. And from my side, I think everything went very well. The only casualties we sustained was from mortar fire. I think we lost 3 people, me, myself, Exile, and Luchis. So it's just the 3 of us, and apart from that, it went really well. My only thing that went wrong was right at the beginning, my Acre plugin, I don't know what the hell happened, didn't work, restarted the game, restarted the plugin, nothing worked, and then Sherman just told me to restart it again, and then it worked. Of course, when Sherman's there, it works. So that was inconvenient because I was not there for the kitting up process and making sure people go to where they had to go. So I was very disorientated when I got in. Apart from that, I think from there we took up the slack and we really defended quite hard. The illumination rounds was key. They were perfect. Actually the firing from everyone else was spot on us. Like, we burned a lot of ammunition, but we also we killed a lot of people at distance, so that was fairly easy and very quick. Even when it got to the technicals, the last one is a good example, but just not even him. There was other ones where the vehicle was approaching us from the eastern corner. That was also, I just read it in, like, there's a car approaching from the east and we need to shoot, and everyone just turned around and just like nailed on that car. So that was very good. Apart from that, I think everything went very well. Very happy with the mission. Anything from the mission maker side?
Well, you've got D5 and Reaper.
Oh fuck! I completely forgot about oh my soul.
Hi.
Okay, welcome. My bad. Okay, Reaper, what went right for you? Sorry.
Well, eventually got the lasing, not lasing, but just the habit of figuring out which laser is actually the correct one, and I was using those, just refamiliarizing myself with what the HUD looks like in this platform for lasing, for targets, and the GAL was quite effective, so that worked. How do you guys like the GAL, new GAL?
Sounds good.
Okay.
So, at one point, I was looking through the javelin scope to shoot technical, and then I just saw the whole ground getting hot around it. That was pretty cool.
Okay, so that helped, and the GPUs seem to be working. There was one point where I might have I dropped the GPU when someone, that's actually what went wrong, when somebody blew up some technicals, but yeah, I think the GAL worked. Or the pod, I figured out how to kind of do the pod to scout. Bucky's, did I blow up the mortar position, like south? Was that vehicle with 3 guys in front of it, south of, like way south of the AO? Was that the mortar position?
So there was actually 2 mortar clusters, and then there was one guy walking around with a mortar backpack.
Okay.
The one cluster was in the town, the massive town.
Yeah.
He was in the corner. They eventually ran out of ammunition, so they actually couldn't fire anymore. But they were never killed. The people on the south, if you look to the southwestern side, there's like a little alcove sort of thing close to the tree line. If you're talking about 3 mortar positions, they issued it. He also took out 2 SPG gunners far southwest.
Okay, what was that? Past the town of, what's the town, Milo or something like that?
Mirani.
Mirani, whatever. So go past the town, past the tree line, to the other side of the trees, the other side of the forest. There was a truck. There was like 3 guys in front of it. What was that?
Oh, so VBID.
Okay.
So there was okay. So to give you a whole composition, there was in the reserves. There was 40 infantry right towards the end. Well, not towards the end. Mission progression. There was 6 technicals suppressing the unit, and 3 technicals moving, and 5 VBIEDs, 2 from the east, 2 from the west, 1 from the south. The one from the south was stationed just past that little town in the, like, on a footpath, if you're talking about that one.
I think so, yeah.
I don't know why there was probably 2 guys, but it was just basically one guy that becomes a suicide bomber, gets into the truck, and then drives into the base.
Okay.
Okay, but before we go on to that things, what went wrong for you, Phoenix?
Also, I think I was a little rusty with the platform, so I couldn't. Well, I don't know if it's possible, but I couldn't get a gimbal lock with the with that, so I couldn't laser my own targets. The loiter system, it's nice, as in your platform, you don't have to worry about it going off, and it's orbits nicely. But it probably that shakes a lot, so I can't get a proper visual identification of what's going on. I might temporarily turn off the loiter and turn it back on again. And it was a little dark to see what's going on at the start, but it was would have been manageable if I'd been better with the targeting pod. And of course, there was usually about 3-4 lasers, including one laser always designating something in the base. So it's very would have been easy for me to accidentally drop a GBU in the middle of the base. So I don't know where those 3 lasers pointers were always coming from.
We suspected afterwards that it might have been one of the javelins or something that had extra lasers or something. We don't know what else it could have been.
Yeah, and also the other thing, did anybody ever turn on the IR lasers on the IR pointers on the rifles?
I tried, but it's very difficult to point at something when you can't even see it, even if it is in a general direction of where it's coming from.
Okay, because that would have been the fastest with the guns, because they could visually see without having to try and figure out what is a laser point on your HUD or not. Yeah. Also, what went wrong at the end as U-23. So one thing I do like a change, probably was changed done years ago, is that you can't just radar lock onto anything with Mavericks. You have to have a thermal lock. So the Z-23, what they did with the last one is they turned off the engine and only had the gunner. In that case, it's a cold target, so I could not get a lock on with the Maverick at all. And I didn't have any guns left, and I didn't have only had one rocket left. And I was about to use that until you guys used the Moors.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the Mavericks also not able to lock onto a laser designated target though?
I never actually tried that, but I don't think it's supposed to.
There's Ace Maverick. I think they call it the L, which in real life is the E. But there is Laser Mavericks.
Okay.
In Arma.
I just finished the thing. Phoenix. What? Sorry. D4, D5. D5. What went right for you?
Well, from my side, I made 2 hamburger sausages, and about 4 hot dogs.
Okay.
TMD would be able to answer better.
Yeah, Bucky's was about the up. Went right as I think I was able to move freely around base, getting just basically calling out if someone needs help, or if I know there was something around went down, I'll just go and have a look, and was able to patch people successfully, despite the free KIA from the mortars, because I think they went down instantly. Yeah.
Okay, what went wrong for you?
I think the communication wasn't sure where it was on comms, so I had to call on both radios to get through to someone just to make sure it is okay.
Was it you who asked me for sit reps the whole time on the guys?
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Anything Mission Maker wants to add?
Yeah, I was fucking evil.
It was fun.
I don't think so. I think we did really well.
Okay, so in short, there was a few things that I was trying out in this mission. I wanted to do a defense mission where the unknown is the lighting. We generally play a mission when there's half moon or 3/4 of a moon or full moon, but we never hardly ever get a mission where it's really tough with odds stacked against us. So I tried to make the mission plausible enough not to just do 6,000 men and throw them at the base. So I tried to do it very systematically, and then once everybody got accustomed to the sporadic and how can I put it, the mortar rounds being off target that far in that pitch black darkness, a lot of them, or should I say, or basically all of us, from just what I saw from Zeus, was everybody just got very complacent about mortars not being a threat. As soon as it started becoming daylight and the enemy could start zoning in on your positions, the 2 mortar pots fired 3 barrages of 12 rounds. So it was 36 mortar rounds coming down. And that caused some hair-raising moments for myself as well. I actually had to leave my little bunker and find an actual mortar bunker.
Yeah, could not find those guys. I looked in the main big town twice, and all I saw was like a technical that crashed into the center area.
They are not in the town. More on the, you know, those walls that where there's nothing built, but it's like just built in a. They were stationed there, and there were about 4 guys. It's a pity that you guys couldn't see them, because when they were firing on the left and right, they would actually illuminate the trees and things next to them, you know, as the mortar rounds get fired.
The thing is, you only see it illuminate when they're actually firing. By the time the mortars hit, then you realize, oh shit, they did fire about 10 seconds ago, so now I won't see them.
Okay. South Africa, how far are we on with the AR?
I think I'm done. If the mission maker's done, then I think that's
I
cool.
think just what we can learn from it. Anyone wants to add what we can learn from all this?
Yeah, so what can we learn from this in general?
I think with the 8 and with the pilot, you're rusty with the platform. Just to spend some like 15-20 minutes and familiar yourself with the most important parts, at least, like the gimbal lock if that's possible and stuff like that.
That's true, but we also possibly would have used someone else for the pilot.
I was expecting Shaki, yeah. And
yeah,
so that would have. He's had a lot of practice recently.
Yeah, so that would have made a difference for you at least. There's that, and then I think the other thing, I think the base was set up very well, so that helped us defend easily. So that's not something we can learn from it. That made a big difference, I think, to everyone as well, being in like a safe place. Buckies, I wanted to ask, did you make those towers indestructible?
I had to.
Yeah, I thought so, because those things are not indestructible.
Yeah. Like I said, there was a few things that I had to do to make it, one, playable, plausible. Making it indestructible was a hard decision I had to live with, but I mean, you can imagine 6 SPG, 9 rounds hitting that thing, and then you would lose.
I suspected from the beginning that you had made them indestructible, just because I knew how weak they are, and if there's mortars firing around, they'd just kill everyone around. So I thought you had to do that.
No, but the way that the main decision making behind it was that if we lose both towers, the enemy will just advance purely on you, and there was no way that you guys could survive. That's exactly what happened to me. I played it, I made it destructible. They destroyed it. Then I was hiding in a base, and I was giving the enemy chance to move in. And within 25 minutes, I was completely overwhelmed. There was no way that a whole platoon would have survived that.
Was there anything else anyone wants to add that we can learn from tonight?
Did you guys enjoy the mission?
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Actually, this felt like a really realistic combat scenario.
Yeah.
If it was realistic, we would have been dead in the first 10 minutes when those mortars landed next to us.
Yeah. I mean, for whatever we've got.
But it was cool. It was awesome.
Did you guys see? I'm just asking this. In the beginning stages, the technicals that were suppressing. Did you guys see like flares, tracer rounds coming towards you?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But those didn't look like I thought it was main battle tanks that were shooting at us at first.
I just thought it was the SU-23s.
No, it was technicals, and what they were doing is they fire in what they call gun chatter. So you'll have 3 technicals fire in unison, but they basically fire, one fires, one stops, 2 fires, when 2 stops, 3 fires, when 3 fires, back to 1. So there's a continuous barrage of bullets hitting the tower. It's a really cool suppression mechanic.
Okay, well, if that's done, then I think it is the end of debrief. I'm not sure if you want to start off with the other things, Buckies, or Phoenix. What do you guys think?
Well, it's that time of the year again.
Yeah. Okay, so we're done with the mission. So yeah, Bucky's, Sherman, you guys can go ahead. I don't know if you have anything planned or not.
Buckies, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, thanks for the year, guys. It was fun doing missions, although I couldn't be personally at the time most of it because of real life commitments. But it was fun the Sundays that I could join and break away from life. That's from me to all of you guys. Thank you so much. For the new guys that joined, hope this doesn't create PTSD and that you guys leave beginning of January.
Not a chance. Looking forward to next year.
Not at all.
Okay. I believe that this is a new difficulty standard set for 2020 then. I think other than that, thanks Phoenix Sherman. You guys did amazingly well from HQ, giving the things that happened and when they happened, and no need to open up old wounds, but I think we can all as a community say thanks to you guys. Still the glue between everybody.
Yeah.
Alright.
Absolutely concur.
Right.
I agree.
Now, I also have a small spiel to say, which is something along similar lines. This has been one of ZA's more difficult years, and honestly, despite all the things that have happened, I think we've come out feeling pretty good towards the end of the year. That said, when we start next year, I expect you all to be rearing to go and looking forward to pushing ZA to the best that it can possibly be. So just remember that we are expecting the best of you come next year. And remember our motto, lead the way.
Alright.
Cool.
Yes. See, that's the motto. Not leave no man behind, because it's a bullshit motto. We always leave people behind.
We just don't care. We're like, fuck this guy, I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Bye.
that was too, and I don't know, in Afrikaans we say dubbelsinnig, but I don't know how to say it in English.
Double sentencing.
Yeah. Thanks guys. Thanks for everything.
So time for award ceremony.
Yeah, go monkeys. Kick it off.
Okay.
Actually, I want to propose one category.
Oh, go for it.
This year's most persistent candidates.
Persistent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We should actually keep a record of this. Make it an announcement. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, I'll probably say probably like Reaper Scion, that class in general, because like they had a 1% failure rate with phase 1, and the first class ever to have a second phase 1 repeat.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah.
Remember, you're like class 37 or something.
Let's not keep a record of that now.
No.
Hey, yeah.
We keep records of everything. You don't want to know.
I did my phase 1 in. This was my 3rd try, just saying. So it was a second
There you
retry for me.
So,
well done.
let's get this somewhere out of the way as well. The player that sabotaged his own teammate.
Okay.
That's Cyan as well.
Is that the landmine incident?
Yes. So to explain to you guys, literally on the last selection phase, Cyan makes it in basically class leading time, right? So he's like top of the class on his 3rd attempt. Great, he waits for his buddy Reaper. So I'm like, you're doing nothing here. Go motivate him. He says, run back the trials as you came. This is now after he's finished. And go motivate him. And Reaper finished about 26 minutes or 16 minutes after Cyan. So Cyan runs out, meets up with him halfway, and obviously there's mines. We all know the route. So there's mines all on the left and right, and Cyan basically gets to Reaper, motivates him, runs with him, runs next to him in the minefield, blows both of them up. Of course, like 20-second delay, and graciously we saw what was happening, and we allowed Reaper to pass because of that. But he was technically 20 seconds late.
I just did a quick full heal on him because I knew it wasn't his fault.
Cyan, you're off to a good start 2019. You already got 2 awards.
Yeah, I got carried away, and I was just talking to him and like going on, and next thing I know, I stepped on the mine. Yeah, got sidetracked.
Okay, so let's start with the good achievements. Most improved player of the year. Nominate.
I nominate Zero.
Zero, yeah, it's a good nomination. Yeah, Brute and Zero is the two I would nominate.
I would nominate Zero as well.
I think Brood was good.
Well, it depends on how badly they started, if you think about it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Zero, you didn't start bad, so.
Yeah.
No.
I'd say Brood is quite consistently improvement. Zero, Zero improved like more in general with the community and the leadership and stuff like that.
But also in a good way, yeah.
Okay, so are we gonna give Brute Force the most improved player and Zero the most improved community citizen for ZA?
Yeah, that's fair.
Sure.
Hey Zero.
Thank you.
Congrats, man.
Yeah.
CC. Community citizen.
You know,
Speech.
Okay. Most laziest.
Sorry. Actually, before to go back to the most improved, actually, if you look at the shooting scores, the bottom of the class was still Brood Force. But anyway, the CQC competition, solo competition thing. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, just my time wasn't bad, but just I got shot a hell of a lot.
Yeah, 49 times.
Stayed quite consistent.
Yeah, you broke the record in being shot. Yeah.
Okay, Brute Force. Yeah, you know, there's generally a award. We'll get to it shortly. Laziest person of the year.
Who's nominating?
Are you trying to? Do you want to nominate yourself?
Hey.
So I nominate Bucky's.
Look, guys, out of all the years, barring the life-changing thing, my mission making was honestly the most laziest I've been this year.
Is it though? But I mean, you made like custom maps and like the oil rig one and.
Yeah, if this is your minimum effort, I'd really
Yeah.
don't or want to see your maximum effort.
Or does this include members that come online and then suddenly disappear, Moochies? I might include that type of thing.
No, you know what? I took credit for most of the work that was done. I think the only thing that I made from scratch was that water compound thing, that naval base.
Yeah.
That was the only thing I made from my own idea, own scratch sort of thing.
The Tanoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Yeah, I missed that mission. I remember.
That was a good mission. Good mission.
No, that it was actually shit because it was so laggy.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the FPS.
I mean, I've refined it. We can play it again.
Probably the best mission was the one that Moochies missed.
We'll get we'll get that now. Best mission for the year.
The one that Moochies missed.
The one that Moochies missed.
Yeah, the one that Phoenix, the one that Phoenix made.
I can't remember all the missions.
Phoenix, I think you made it, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, sorry, Moochies, but Phoenix get that title. Thanks for your inspiration, though. Onto that, person with the best inspirational mission. Moochies.
Yeah.
Or suggesting the mission that you missed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Actually, I recommend me.
So you get that title. Best. Let's not call it the best. For HQ.
What do you mean best for HQ? What?
Yeah, best for HQ.
Best mission for HQ.
No, best HQ.
The best which one is the best between the two of you? That's what he's saying.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a title.
Oh my.
I'd say Sherman. Because Sherman kind of got dropped. He got promoted in a weird time. And he did good.
I must say,
I think I've. Okay, sorry.
For the
Sorry guys, I was on a call with my mum.
Okay.
Okay.
For the small amount of time that he was LT in HQ, I would say Sherman did a very good job. And at the same time, Phoenix had a lot of stuff to handle this year as well. So it's kind of difficult to decide, you know? How do you make a decision? I would give an award to both of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree because without Phoenix, there's literally no one is like Phoenix does a lot of stuff that we don't know.
Look, let's
And
be clear. ZA's backbone is basically Phoenix's infrastructure. If anybody deserves the award, it's him.
Yeah. But then also, like, as character-wise, I think I agree with everyone, Sherman. Like, you were promoted to LT in a very difficult situation, and it was a tough time. So, yeah, you did well as well as like a human, as support, as just like leadership. Like, you did well as well, just for community's sake. So, like, for both of you, it's different. It's different awards essentially, actually. But like, each one of you deserve each one. Yeah.
I think in terms of, I mean, who can remember the beginning of the year, Phoenix made that list of things that needed to be done or got everybody.
I contributed to that.
Yes, I mean, I don't think most of you guys actually see, but I see probably about 10%, 15% of what Phoenix does, and he on the back end where nobody else sees is quite a lot, and then Sherman on the front end does as much. So those are 2 awards that I would give: back end Phoenix, front end Sherman.
Yeah, it's fair.
Well, speaking of those issues, those long-term goals are going to be pushed into until the middle of next year to be completed.
Yeah, but I mean, if you just look at
no.
most of the stuff, I mean, the core critical stuff has been looked at. Okay, player that gets shot first in every mission.
Actually, I'm gonna nominate myself just because it happens to me a lot.
You die pretty often, eh? Archery.
Fuck, it happens a lot to me.
Dies a lot.
It tends to happen usually to the newer guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I nominate myself for that one too.
Yeah, I'm definitely a pellet magnet.
Pips, you only played 1 mission. Come
I
on,
know.
man.
It used to be Bucky's though.
Race also catches a lot of lead though, eh?
Me? I don't die that often.
Actually, Race, they're right, because even when you were CMT, on 2 missions I can recall where he's like, medic, yeah, you come to me.
Hang on. Who was the medic chucking the hand grenades?
Oh, Exiler.
Oh, the Exiler.
A medic chucking hand grenades.
Oh, he was grenading. You weren't.
We did the grenade where the building collapsed and killed everybody repeatedly.
Yes, that was Exiler.
That's Exiler.
Okay, we'll come to that award now. Okay, so we're gonna give it to Africa.
Yep.
Play with the gets shot the most.
Yeah. Oh, I have to agree. It's true. Like, as soon as we hit the battlefield, I'm shot. It's as easy as that.
Right. Yeah, I see you being a walker all the time.
The bullet magnet.
Player that seems the most lost.
What?
The most lost in a mission.
The player that gets lost the most in a mission.
Seems lost, not gets lost. Seems lost.
Seems lost.
Oh.
Is it me?
When you have to ask.
Moochies, I'm so glad you walked into that one.
I did that on purpose.
Oh my god. Okay, done.
It was going to happen eventually, so it needs to happen. It has to happen.
Look, following Moochies at FTL is really an experience. Well done, Moochies.
Not recently, but I remember old missions.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay,
right now I'm playing on my laptop, so it's kind of hard to do anything.
I don't think it's hardware though.
No, I swear it is. I'll send you guys a picture of Discord of what my setup currently looks like.
That's cool. Don't worry. I've got one as well, but it's slightly. Like, I wanted to know who's going to nominate. Who's got the most charismatic voice in ZA?
Zero.
Sure.
Zero is definitely on my list as well.
Yeah, I go Zero as well.
I think sure.
But I think Zero.
Yeah, I'd say Zero as well. Although, if I met Sherman in a dark alley, I'd probably slap myself to death.
I think Sherman has the most unique voice, but I think Zero's is the most charismatic though. So smooth and gentle and lovely.
Laid back.
And, yeah, peaceful and everything.
Okay. Player with the most solid performance throughout the year.
Phoenix.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Yeah. There's no question there.
Actually, I was gonna nominate Zero Lucasite for that. Lucasite usually
Yeah,
has
this is
some
also
solid
always
performance.
present. Yeah.
Yeah, always.
Better, like, if the Elling.
I'd also nominate Lucasade in that regard.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well done,
Mhm.
Luca.
Okay. Best upcoming FTL.
0.
Yeah, actually Zero. Yeah, definitely. Actually, best upcoming SL is Zero. Zero
Okay.
just
Well,
needs to step up.
we'll get to now. We'll get to FTL first.
Okay, let's make it Zero then.
Okay. Anyone else?
Yep, 0.
Right. SL.
Let's see. Between 0 and Africa, honestly.
Yeah, I go Africa.
Yeah, I'll go Africa as well.
Africa.
Well done,
Okay.
Africa.
Well done to you.
And
I'm looking forward to leading you.
best upcoming CEO.
I was gonna say Lucasite again, but Lucasite's played CO a few times, I think.
I
it's
think
good.
I CO'd once this whole year.
Okay, well then, what's the problem?
He wasn't asked to come back.
It is like I've only played CO twice, so it's not like I can't speak from any experience, but it is completely different to like being a grenadier on the ground. It's completely different.
Oh yeah.
I was surprised how different it is, the two of them. Okay, well, who else? Like, there's only Lucasite's the only one actually that
And
could
you.
be nominated.
I think Bucky CO'd a couple as well.
Yeah, Bucky's just an old CO.
But
guy.
I mean, yeah, he's part of the furniture, so.
Yeah.
Hi. Yes, it sounds like nog uitloop.
That's kind of the problem is your number of COs are usually quite limited.
Yeah. Okay, I'm nominating Lucasite then.
Okay, seconded.
And where's that list that I made? Player that made
User
a
in your
play
channel timed out.
that fucked up the most. Like seriously, that you can acknowledge yourself.
Well, this has to be Exile and his grenade throw.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, sorry, but Exile's
User
grenade
entered
throw is
your
the one that
channel.
comes to mind.
Is this this one for
what
Sheepy's
about
mission?
Lucasade and his
This is the
explosion?
Sheepy's mission, the one where the AI was setting up RPGs and SPGs inside buildings.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't it Bucky's fault for saying that there's no civilians inside the room full of civilians?
No, that's no, this is a
No,
different
different mission.
Oh.
Yeah. So in this mission, we were on
The
Sharpura.
refineries.
Yeah, we were in the north of Sharpura, trying to breach through the
Oh.
thing. So Exiler tried to toss a grenade through the shattered window. The problem is it's an Armor 2 building, so the shattered window does not send grenades through.
And he was the medic as well.
So there's 5 of us on the corner now, and this grenade bounces off the second story window.
Geez, that was in June. I can't believe you still
Yeah.
remember.
It's hard to forget. It's like PTSD.
Because all you hear is bad nade, bad nade.
It's burnt into our memory.
It was one of my
When
first missions.
Exile takes our grenades, everyone just runs. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, he did blow up civilians. So in the sort of CQC, he also did blow up a civilian there as well. So as a habit.
I mean, to be fair, that thing with Bucky's, and I'm certain there's no civilians in there, was bad, but not that bad.
Brute Force, go ahead. You had something to say?
No, I said it was one of my first missions. That's why I remember that painful experience.
I'm surprised you guys don't remember any of the bad nades before we even get into the mission.
Well, I mean, there was one I remember. The problem is it wasn't this year. I did manage to fuck up, however, in a similar fashion because as the window I tried to throw it through, as it turns out, was too small, and basically there was 2 of us there, and Moochie's was approaching us. I tried to toss the nade, it bounces off my feet, and then myself and I think it was Exiler both go sprinting off while I'm screaming "run," and Moochie's basically walks into the blast.
Yeah, that was
I
the same
remember-
mission. Yeah.
From my side, I was with 10 FPS. I'm coming towards this place. I'm exhausted. I'm just slowly walking. I'm trying to get to cover. There's fire coming over my head. So I'm like looking at this wall and I'm like, okay, this is safety. I'll get to this place and I'll be. And then when I get there, I hear somebody shouting in the background, "Run!" Okay, not shouting because Sherman never shouts. So I hear
He's very
somebody say,
composed.
"Run!"
You haven't seen me when I'm pissed off.
I've heard Sherman shout. I've heard
And
Sherman
hang on,
shout
hang on,
before.
Buckies. Who had the best AD? I gave Phoenix a headshot through the eyes.
Who?
The best AD.
Who did you shoot?
Phoenix in the eyes, between the eyes.
Well, fuck it. I mean,
Oh,
If
I
you-
was not there. I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
Zero.
What
If you kill the captain with a headshot in between the eyes, there's no fucking doubt about it. You get 2 awards for that.
Yeah.
Marksman and best AD.
Oh, okay, what about my friendly fire incident with Sherman in the woods at night, 200 meters, and subsonic ammo?
Yeah, remember that.
Yeah, elaborate.
It was me and Sherman, and there were hostiles between us. Now, I had disconnected as usual, and then when I reconnected, I was marching towards you guys. So when I got there, I saw an enemy in front of me. I could ID him. So I engaged him. So since I was using subsonic ammo, I think Sherman didn't hear me. So Sherman also engaged him. But when, in my perspective, I thought Sherman was engaging me. I came
I
out
can
with
remember
like
this.
2 rounds.
Yes, we were outside. I think it was Chernogorsk or one of the south cities. I was slightly down the hill from you, and we engaged that target at the base of the hill.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a bit chaotic as well. Right. Anything else?
Yeah, just from missions and mission making. Most difficult mission.
Oof, that's a bit of a tough one. We had some really difficult ones, including I think one we failed.
Yeah, but that one that Bucky was talking about earlier, the one on the water and whatever. Yes, that was hard.
I recall the one where we went with it was the mission which Mooches didn't attend. The one which he created.
No, actually, for me, I don't know if it's particularly just because I was playing CO, but for me, our most difficult mission was the one for the Recce Challenge. I know it's not particularly ZA orientated, but the one where we all got killed, that mission was really difficult. Planning-wise,
Yeah.
executing-wise, and we all died. So that one for me is probably the most difficult mission I've played.
I don't think any team actually survived that one.
I'm still waiting for the scores. Like, there's still nothing. But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'll nominate that mission. Although I know it's not strictly a ZA mission.
I remember one ZA mission where I don't remember how it began, but I just remember the ending. It was me and Phoenix in a bunch of containers at the docks, covering a bunch of guys. Phoenix was the medic. He was taking care of a bunch of guys, and then I was covering him. And then I got killed, and then he got killed swiftly after. Like, we all died. We had to redo it, I think.
I think I remember the one you're talking about, but I don't know if that was this year. I think
No,
that
it
was
wasn't
last
this year.
year.
It wasn't this year.
It's the one where we had to rescue the civilians from the docks.
Yeah.
When was that mission where we were all in the jungle and we just got wiped out to the man? Was it this year?
No, I think it was also last year, hey?
Last
Or
year.
was it early this year, maybe?
I think there's a couple of missions where we began and then all went horribly wrong.
Oh, was it? Well, I've got a replay that I recorded. It's over a year old, so.
There's also it was a Phoenix mission. I'm not sure if it was last year's campaign or beginning of this year's campaign. Where we were on Tanoa. We had to defend 2 towns or something, and then there was the locals were able to rearm themselves, and we had to defend the town. That one was also quite difficult because the firefights there was intense, like really intense. I'm not sure if it was last year or this year.
Might have been
You guys
beginning
know
of
what
this
I'm
year.
talking about? I think it was beginning of this year. It was the South Asian, South China Sea, what do you call it? Campaign we were playing. I think it was the second
Yeah,
mission.
I know the one you
campaign.
mean on.
Yeah, on this. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't the Noah on one of the southern islands of the
Yes,
Noah.
so it wasn't part of a campaign. It was actually part of a mission series I had, but
Okay,
yeah.
but yeah, that mission was particularly difficult.
It's kind of ironic because my very next mission in that series was where you had to counterattack the enemy island, and that one was failed, and we had to redo that one.
That one was just as difficult. I remember the one that the ZU-23 took out everyone pretty much in the very beginning of the mission. And I remember I was on a hill with Raven and some other guys. There was at least at least a whole D1, and we got wiped out like, I don't know, 20 seconds. The whole team was surrounded and we just got wiped out. That mission was really difficult. Then we restarted the mission, and then took a whole different approach.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember that or not?
I certainly do. It had a H1 Cobra as Kaz.
Yeah, it's very quiet. Like, I don't think anyone remembers that. We had to blow up the bridge and like, oh, come on, no one remembers that mission. Okay, anyway, that mission is probably the one I'd nominate because we had to restart the mission, redid it, and even when we did it the second time, it was still very difficult.
Okay, and then so then the mission with the most, should I say, what the fuck factor?
Let me think.
There was quite a few from, quite a few different mission makers.
Yeah, I mean, there's one that comes to mind, but again, I think it wasn't this year.
Trying to think what mission Sheepdog did. There was that what the fuck moment.
How about the I don't know, maybe what the fuck moment in that awesome mission that Muchis missed, the one where I was driving inside the vehicle, we're chasing down the vehicle, was basically turned into police thing, and I was going
that was a big what the fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was actually there was the one mission where we were trying to do a raid on the eastern side of the East Island on Palau, and an enemy helicopter picked us up, and it was basically two speedboats with grenade launchers versus a helicopter.
Oh
we had
shit!
a
I
protracted
remember
duel.
that. We were riding away and this heli's chasing us. Yes, I do remember that. That was
awesome. Yeah, I remember that as well. We took some great screenshots of that mission.
I think the helicopter eventually ended up sinking us. I remember that.
Yeah, that was a great. That was also awesome. So so literally the first one is us speeding through the city of Lithium. I'm not sure what the city's name is. Another one is where we're speeding on speedboats trying to shoot a helicopter down. Okay, we need more speed in this game, it seems.
Yeah, I must concur with Phoenix as well. I think it was your mission where we had to find where the HVT is, and they would alternate the patrols.
Oh yeah, the decoy HVT.
Yes, shit, I remember that. That was
the decoy.
That
And
was one of the first ones.
And the next moment there's a oh fuck, I'm laughing about this, but just bear with me for a second. There's one vehicle that we suspect is the HVT. So I'm the CEO, Phoenix is the gunner, and we're sitting in this technical and we're busy commanding the people into place. Next moment, this vehicle starts speeding off at speed. Having the only sort of mobility to keep up with it. Me and Phoenix chase after him in this technical. He's the gunner, and Phoenix is back of the 50 technical going people.
Yeah, that we've nominated the same one. Yeah.
But the worst thing that most of you guys won't know, we had a player that was a CEO once. His name was Twak. Not Twak. Nick. You guys remember the Nick one mission on the Russian terrain? Where the CEO basically goes balls deep charging in with a medic.
An MRAP into the enemy position.
Yes. Raven?
When that happened, I was like, fuck, I just pulled a Nick. I'm the CEO and I chased into the enemy position.
Yeah, to this day, he couldn't explain why he did it. He just he just got bloodlust for a second there. Yeah. Well, actually, quickly going back to the other mission where we were chasing the other vehicle, the biggest what the fuck moment for me was that the AI managed to drive that long, that fast, without crashing into a stone or something. Anyway.
Yeah.
How many? What was the next category?
No, I think. I mean, I'm just making shit up now. So if you
Okay,
guys want to
so
quit, we can go.
actually, one useful category is in terms of what was the most interesting training material you guys had this year.
Okay, I'll go first.
He loves training. Go ahead.
And then there's silence.
Oh, it was that one, was it?
Ow.
Okay.
Shots fired.
Okay.
Shots
And
fired.
also, explosives training. That was also brilliant. I like that one. And
Okay, wait.
obviously CQB.
So Mushi, you cut out. Yeah, we
heard nothing.
Yeah, we thought you were your silence. Like what? You know what the most expensive, most interesting training was? Nothing.
Silence.
We thought that was the joke you were making. So we only started hearing you when you said
That's why
explosives.
you guys were laughing.
So we only heard you when you said explosives. What was before that?
Yeah, grenade training was good, and then the explosives training also CQB.
For me, it was the AT the AT training. Was
I
very
like
cool.
the 81.
Yeah.
I'd go for the AT.
A lot on awesome detail.
Yeah, I had terrible FPS that time.
Okay, and in terms of the most interesting, like actual drills or exercises, like most enjoyable ones, what were those?
The recent CQCs.
Mine was actually, and I think will always be the javelins and the missiles and the bombs.
So like I know we do it a lot, like fire team movement, but fire team movement is fun to exercise, and you get it right. So generally, and like when I say fire team movement, I mean all of them. That means forest, the ruins terrain, open terrain, attacking the bunker. One I can't remember all the specific names.
Yeah, because
but like all
ahead.
all of them are really nice. Especially the bunker one where you have SL and 2 team fire teams. That one is particularly nice.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. I liked it.
Okay, so it's like the ones that the candidates use in phase 3.
Yeah, exactly. Like the bonding Overwatch type thing.
Okay, I'm not sure if but like let me give you the description. Like we start on a hill in a ruined structure, and then there's dead ground to the left and right, and then there's this one bunker at a windmill, and then we like do a fire maneuver down to the bunker, have one team suppress them while the other one flanks into them. I don't know what the correct term is for that.
Bunker drills.
Well,
Bunker
it's a fight
drills, okay.
maneuver, the actual skill, and then the exercise itself is called bunker drill.
Okay, yeah, that one particularly I like a lot.
Okay, because I do want to do more like scripted exercises, so kind of like the solo CQC one, you just run one command and then you got the drill and you can do it and score as well, why not?
Another drill that what I also liked a lot was we were walking down a path, and then you spawn in AI close or far, and then we had to react accordingly,
counter
like
ambush.
contact left,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Counter
that was
ambushing
also
and
quite nice.
Okay, yeah, I kind of have to.
ambushes.
Yeah, I kind of have to ambush them because the AI absolutely sucks at ambushes.
Yeah, that one is also quite nice.
That
I
sounds
enjoyed-
like phase 3.
I enjoyed our what's that one there? That Okaka, whatever the hell it is.
Oh yes, Akoka.
Yeah, that one. When we did the training there, I think I was SL at the time.
I think 3/4 of people going, what the fuck?
Yeah, there wasn't I think we had what, 6 people that night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the acronym. I just forgot what it stands for.
Yeah, it's like observations, key terrain,
Oh, yeah, I
stuff like
remember
that.
that, yeah.
It's basically how to read a map and predict where the enemy was. So we played a little game where they were trying to predict just based purely on Okoka the positions of the enemies, and then we went in and attacked.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
that sounds very cool.
Sheepy Sheepy I think actually did the best job with the guessing, and I can't remember. Was he go COing or making a mission? Anyway, I think Sheepy. I was looking forward to Sheepy employing it in the missions like that. So when you're a mission maker, it's actually good to employ Coca as well to have a reasonable enemy AI or clever one.
Well, he kind of succeeded at that because didn't he put the marksman on the rock that you ended up using as D3 in one of our last missions? And he couldn't get an angle on you guys.
Oh yes, that was yeah. I mean, I thought it would make sense, but as an area, yeah. So that was actually a good place, yeah. All right.
Wait, what?
Unless it was a Bucky's mission.
No, it was
last
Sheepy's mission.
Mercer Rock.
The last one to Noah.
The last one to know was mine.
Oh yes, that was your mission.
Yeah, I was the CEO of it.
Oh yeah. I thought it wasn't Bucky's, it wasn't me, so obviously it's cheap. No, it's actually Africa.
Yeah.
Sheepy, you still
If
there?
I disappear, if
Yeah,
we,
Sheep,
if
you're
I,
so quiet.
yeah, I'm waiting for load shedding in 2 minutes and test and yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Oh no.
Well, then before you go, I want to say thank you to all the mission makers. Like without you guys, we don't play. So
Yep.
thanks,
Yeah,
Phoenix,
thanks, guys.
Bucky's,
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
and Race,
Yourself.
Sheepy. Yeah, well, I've only went one, so I don't really classify as one. But like, to the three that makes mission, Bucky's, Phoenix, and Sheepy. Thanks a lot, dude. Guys, that's
cool.
Yeah.
Okay, you could probably think up little awards all the time, even ones for mission makers, suggest their favorite tools and stuff like that. But I think we'll probably leave it. So is there Bucky's, Shannon, is there anything else you guys want to add?
Next year I'm busy working on something which I think is going to be helpful for us. Just something in short. I'm looking at taking some of other people's work, which is basically just scripting in an ambient light for helos and tanks or vehicles and stuff like that. Which pretty much can be alternated between red and green. So if you want to dismount, you flag it as green. If you're boarding and you're flying, make it red. There's just a bit of ambiance.
Sounds cool.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay.
Awesome.
All right, guys. So thanks again for the year, and hope you guys enjoy your holidays, Christmas, New Year, and I hope to see you fresh and eager next year.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you,
absolutely.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thanks to everyone else.
Thanks, guys, and dismissed for the year. Cheers.
Cool.
Have a good night,
Cheers.
everybody.
Enjoy the holidays.
Merry-
Be
Merry
safe, eh?
Christmas and a Happy New Year.
User disconnected from
User
your channel. Disconnected from your channel.
I'll still
User
be in Discord.
disconnected from your channel.
Working.
Me too.
User
Just-
disconnected
wow.
from your channel.
Just be safe. That's all you guys need to do. Don't drink and drive. Stay home. Get fucking hammered out of your skull. Make babies.
User disconnected from your channel.
Always fun to make babies.
We need more ZA candidates. So,
Well,
Hey, Bucky's.
I've made 2 now, so fuck it. 18 years from now, they better pick up their socks.
Bucky's.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Hmm.
What's the most stupidest thing you've ever done to get laid?
Most stupidest thing I've ever washed dishes.